Hey guys, so I'm set up outside here. I'm gonna try to do a little work on Obsidian. Let's see if I can knock me a spall off here and work it into something. Actually, maybe I'll just spall this out and make a biface. Shattered like crazy. Switch to a harder hammer stone and it popped it off there for me. Alrighty then. Maybe I'll just start with one of these bifaces. Obviously, I need a little practice with the hammer stones. Let's do something with this piece here. This is a nice one. That. This. There it is. I'm going to try to stay in the frame here. So I'll just go around this thing. I'm going to try to keep this leaf shape and just build some convexity and normalize the edges, get it all consistent. And we'll be able to run some longer flakes in. What's up, dude? Clean your bed out for you. Got a little bed made for on top of my little rolling cart here. She usually wants to lay right on my feet. Something about them flakes falling on it. Okay. I just uploaded a little short, YouTube short video, like 60 seconds long, of an artifact that's sitting here that I found a few months back. I was in a creek hunting, and I was actually looking for slate to make stuff out of, and I found this. I'm going to call it a mortar. It's pretty cool. I'll show it to you right here in a second. This thing here, it's actually pecked all the way around the sides of it. It's been pecked, and then it's flattened off on the top. I mean, this thing is heavy. It's flattened off there too. It's got some like ancient dings and gouges out of it, but thought that was pretty interesting. Let me know if you have any thoughts on it. I thought it could have been like just a big working surface, you know. Maybe you could put a piece of rawhide or leather over top of that and maybe knap on it. Flint knap. It's hard to say what they used it for. Alright. gonna take a quick little flake right here. Where my little bopper is, it's always the hardest one to find. Okay, this thing's a little bit torquey. It's got torquey, not twerky. It's got some mass here. I need to try to get rid of that. There's a little ash pocket right there. Go ahead and take care of that little feller. There we go. Well, the sides are going to straighten out. Maybe I'll just work this into a point instead of a blade. Oh boy, not used to that. I'm not used to it flaking that good, Noodle. I'm talking to my cat. He's up here looking for something to get into. Ain't you? What are you doing? What are you doing? That's what I thought. That's what I thought you were doing. So in that case, I'll go ahead and just kind of square this bottom off. Nice thinning flake. Yeah, that was really nice. That one felt like it stepped. It did. Okay. There it went. Oh, wow. This is kind of fun. It's a little bit too straight in on that one. Try to get one right here. It was perfect. It cleared that little boo-boo we had out here. All right, so that's almost perfectly flat there. So we'll build a little convexity and turn it back up to this side. Start working on my symmetry just a little bit. Bringing the edges in. I need to get the bottom established first. Trying to get one right here. Just a little grind on either side of it. Man, this Obsidian is way better to show the process of adjusting your edge and creating platforms. It's just so much easier, and it shows up real good when you grind it. Just a little one there, I guess. That's all it's wanted to give us. That was a good one. Okay. What am I going to make out of this? Maybe I'll try to do like a desert side notch. So they've got a really square bottom. Gotta square that off. Okay. And desert side notch, they just have kind of a slender, straighter point, square base, side notches, obviously. Let me just straighten this side up here. Start working on our shape. Trying not to leave any step fractures. I ground it back and forth to move that edge because when I took it all the way down, it's almost too low. And I just want short flakes, so I'm just trying to keep that convexity going. I don't know if that made any sense, but straightening them sides up a little bit. I'm going to leave them a little bit rounded because I want a little bit of room when I'm pressure flaking to be able to get everything organized and all my contours good. I have plenty of material left to do that with. Got plenty of width. So okay. Sound like a red-winged blackbird. Makes me want to go fishing. Won't be long and they'll be on nest. I'll keep waiting. That water temp gets right in the river. I'm going to be catching some smallmouth. Can't wait. I haven't fished very much in the last few years. Time to blow the dust off my fishing tackle and gear. Used to fish a lot more than I do now. I used to fish a whole lot when I was down south. I got my commercial fishing license and started commercial shark fishing with rod and reel. I'd go out, me and my buddy, we'd work all day in the butcher shop, and at night we'd go out, and within 2 or 3 hours we'd catch, going out on incoming tide, we'd catch 2 or 3 sharks that are 6 to 8 feet long, and bring them back and sell them. They paid more for the fins than they did the meat. It's like 40 cents a pound for the meat and $40 a pound for the fins. I mean, we never cut no fins off, and we always sold the whole carcass to the market. But we caught some big ones. We catch a lot of black tips and lemon sharks, bull sharks. It's pretty wild. And bull sharks would come up and spawn up in that fresh water. There was the river that ran in right there, the Santee River. And they would come up in the first mile or so of the river there. And you could see them cruising along the banks with their fins up out of the water and stuff. These things are crazy, man. You catch them in that river, they jump up. We had to hook the bull shark one time, about an 8-foot bull shark, and that thing jumped plumb up out of the water. I mean, it looked like a big tarpon. I think we lost that one. It's sure fun. Shark fishing at night, it's hard to beat that. Sitting there waiting for them big giant reels of clickers to go off on them. Wow. Fish on. I got into the shark fishing down there, and that's really all I did. Nobody else wanted to catch them. They thought they were trash fish. Everybody hates catching a shark, but I love it. It's like catfishing on steroids. Alright, all I'm doing is jibber-jabbering and picking at this thing. We're getting closer, though. Just bring the edges in nice and neat. So, that's pretty... getting closer to the shape we need. I think now I can take some things. I don't know why I do that every time. Yeah, I can bring this side in here a little bit. I always end up with one side that's curved and one side that's straight. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but it's got to be something I'm doing the way I'm flipping this thing around and working it. I haven't figured it out yet. It sure seems to end up that way a lot when I'm working. on making preforms. Okay. So I'm going to set this up, take some thinning flakes across here, flip this over, do the same thing here, give it another set of pressure, put some notches in. That's the plan, Stan. So all I'm going to do is just isolate the first one here, which is kind of already isolated. Just a couple little flakes there, just make that bulge out. Oh, there it is. Okay. There's that flake right there. So now I'm just going to move over a little bit. Try for another one right there. Take a nice little short one there. Just gonna give it a little grind there. A little grind there. Okay. Same thing. Move down a little bit. It's getting warm out here. Make me a little isolated platform. Give it a little lateral grind. Try to visualize that flake coming off there. Can't ask for much better than that. I'm going to get another one right on the base right here, just a little short one to thin that out a little bit. Maybe. Very nice. Okay, see if we can do the same thing over here. Got my edge turned up to this side. Okay, get a nice little light one there on the tip. I'm going to move down a little bit further. Nice. Okay, now I can probably get that to go. Yeah. Okay, move that down a little bit. Isolate it. Little grind. So this flake went way down here, so I just need a little short one here. If I were to have wound up and take a big flake right there, it would have went too deep for sure. So I just went a little bitty one there. Now we're cooking. Move this down a little bit. Pop a little flake off the edge with my abrader. That isolated that bump. A little grind. Right here. I'm supporting it, squeezing in this way. Trying to pull it in a straight line without any bending forces. No torquing, not torquing. And then I'm going to put a little bit of finger support under it. Okay, it went. I hit it a little bit to the right. Let's get rid of the rest of it. Keep hitting to the right. These contours are not quite right there, so I'm going to come down here, try to get one on the corner, and then I'll work my way back up to this. There it went. Okay. That was pretty good. It worked out nice. Okay. I'll give it another run of pressure flakes. Get up underneath this light so you guys can see. So I can see too. Okay. Looks like I need to bring this side here and in a little bit. Pay a little more attention to my tool here. Some of these flakes might end up being left on there. Thin it a little bit right there. I'll do a couple videos on doing edge work. I shouldn't be spending so much time on these edges right now, 'cause I always end up going back over them after my video, but I'll make a couple videos just specifically dedicated for doing edge work. You know, the final edge work. These desert side notches were concave on the base. Some of them were straight, kind of like a Cahokia, I think, just without the notch in the base. You still need to straighten this side up here. Bring this base in a little bit. That's what I need to do. Went ahead and shot a couple up in there a little ways. Not sure how thin these things were. I'm sure there were probably thin examples and thick examples, just like the rest of them. Most of them. I'm not going to get these too pointy because they'll end up breaking off there while I'm working on finishing it. But I will get the base pretty close. Pretty much finished. These were found out west in the, like, Central Plains region, California maybe. Okay. Now, put some notches in here. Maybe try to thin it out just a little bit. Shoot a couple thinning flakes in there. Get a good one right in here. I'm just going to take the smallest little flake right there and right there to help isolate that. So I can push that in. Thin her out. Come back over here. Pull that edge a little bit. Thicken it. There it went. Get a nice thinning flake there. Do the same thing on this side. Let's see. I think the base needed brought up just a little bit over here. She was teetering, about dropped it. Alright. Put one in right about there. Right about here. Same thing. I just want to take a really small flake. Right there. Right there. And push one in there. Didn't do anything. Take this side first. Okay, it's not bad. We'll take it. Let's see. Now I might be able to get that other side. Yeah. So we got our thinning flakes. I'm just going to use my welding rod here. Trying to go in 2 notches wide. 2 little sea flakes, 2 pop outs. Take a nice little thinning flake there. Get a little pop out down there. Try to push this one in. Didn't go real good. That one did though. See how that's looks kind of stalled in there? These welding rods are really good for gripping a hold of that stalled surface in there. I'll reach in there and grab a hold of that right there. And it grabs a hold of it and just pops it right off there. It does a better job of grabbing that particular surface, than any other tool I've tried so far. Not too bad. It's not stalled anymore. All right. I think one or two more pop outs over here and we'll be rocking in the USA. I'm just opening this up a little bit to match the other side. I can see my upper edge kind of got widened out a little bit over there, so I'm just trying to match it up. It's being a good little notch. One more over here. There we go. Nice. All right, well, there she is. Desert side notch out of some of Newt Woodward's Obsidian. Thanks, Newt, for the good material. That was a good trade, bud. I'm gonna get me some more of that green glass soon too, if you watch this. So try to get me a thumbnail picture here. It's hard to get the notches to show. Okay. Thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. See you on the next one.